Hello, I'm Chris. This is Miller Plays, and finally, FM26 is here. Well, almost. I had a little caveat here. The news has dropped today that tomorrow's launch, but today when the video comes out, isn't including any further updates from the beta we've actually got at the moment, other than a script to remove. This is a beta version and the bug track. So the game is the game as it is now with the beta. We don't get a further update until Wednesday. So I either wait until Wednesday for the update and then start the series, or we start it now. And I've elected we'll start it now with the beta bit there. That will come off in the fullness of time and the updates will happen. And fingers crossed, everything is good. But with all that said, we are starting rags to riches. This is my journeyman save. It's a journeyman save with a bit of a difference. We are not interested in clubs, a career or anything like that. We are interested in money and money, money, money. So once we find a job, we'll try and do our best for that club. And then if another offer comes in or we find that there's a job that we fancy, we'll apply for it. And whoever pays the most money, we're going to join them. And it's all about the money. So there is no sentiment in football. There's very little loyalty, and there's none whatsoever in this save from me. It is, show me the money. And here we are at the start then. So the qualification ladder, absolutely nothing there. This person has no current coaching qualifications. Profile, unsuited to anything and everything. Do we see any kind of history? No. Do we see anything? Zero relationships. Zero history. It is a completely blank slate. And we're just going to go managerial vacancies. Can we just apply all? Right, this is the bit I need to work out how to do an apply all. There's no point in Gladbach, Ajax, OH Leuven, Maderberger in the second, Kaiser Chiefs in the South African Prem, Polokwane City, Richards Bay. So yes, I've added South Africa. There's 6 or 7 nations in Europe that we've added. We are going down to Enterprise North and South. So there we go. That's the kind of jobs. Can we? Let's just apply for job. Alfreton. Yes, apply for the job. Hartlepool. Eastbourne Borough. Yeah, let's apply. Hartlepool we can't. Aldershot. There's no chance of getting Aldershot, is there? We'll go for Midland Warriors as well. Let's do Aldershot. I'm guessing then Hartlepool has suddenly appeared as well. We'll apply for that one. They're the ones without anything else. So that's that. Right. We do have some news. Received, and received. Lovely. And that's that. Right, I'm just going to carry on applying for jobs and we'll just see what we get. And I'm just going to ponder, wait for an interview, see if we ever get an interview, see what jobs become available, and we'll go from there. And how about that then? Didn't take long, did it? I was told I was unsuccessful with Hartlepool, but Eastbourne Borough have invited you to attend an interview. So Eastbourne Borough is a potential look if we can get anywhere with the interview. So let's attend the interview. It's great to be here. Let's get started. Can you explain why you appear to be in the running for a few jobs? I'm doing whatever I can to keep I admit it doesn't look good. No. I'm doing whatever I can to keep progressing. There we go. It's my intention to commit to a long and successful career with the club. Of course it is. I won't be following the money. The club is looking to hire a manager comfortable working with the limited resources. I know I'll be able to look after the club finances if given the job. Absolutely. I've got accountancy in my background. If hired, we would expect you to challenge for the playoffs. If given the job, I think I can do slightly, let's exaggerate. With the proposed transfer budget of 3.5k, that's more than enough. Let's just accept that. And should you get the job, we're willing to provide you with a wage budget of 17,000. That sounds great, and I bet you they're using about 18,000 already. Let's take that. Do you have any requests for us to consider? If hired, I'd like the board to build a new stadium, buy the current stadium, training facilities, youth coaching, set up a partnership, improve the club youth recruitment, academy. If hired, I'd like the board to allow me to continue my development taking a course. I'm not even going to bother with that at the moment. I don't want to push it. I haven't had a job. I'm not going to push anything. And there we go. Eastbourne has been done. Right, I'm hoping this is a Zoom call because flying out to South Africa might be a bit beyond my budget. But we'll go through the same process. So this time it's to Hebo Fortune. I'm glad to give me the chance. Of course I am glad. How would you overcome the relatively big obstacle of not speaking the language? I think I get on with football is something that football is a universal language. That's it. You're up for a few jobs. I'm just trying to forge. I'm nearly considering my options. We need a manager who can work with limited resources. I'll do the right thing. If I would expect you to battle against her, I think. If given the job, I would be able to. Yeah. Let's go big. Wage budget, 10 grand. Absolutely. Do you have anything for us to should consider? Shall I? I might push it with this one. We don't agree allowing this to. Okay. There we go. And I have no further. Okay, the Kings Lynn interview went well. They've offered it to someone else. Alfreton then came along and they've basically offered me an interview. And now we have an offer of a 1-year contract on £490 a week. Get in there quickly. Get the calculator out. £490. It's there. Right, so clear that. £490 times 52. 25,480. Okay, so it's a bit above national minimum wage, but we're quite happy with that. So, time to negotiate. 490, let's try for 500. It sounds better. 12 month, suggest. They're very... Right, I'm going to delay for 1 week. And fingers crossed that's still there in a week's time. Or they might just tell me to shove it. No, they've agreed to the delay. So we can see I'm not going to South Africa or Kings Lynn or Eastbourne Borough. So I have one job offer on the table and a week now to see if there's anything else comes up. So let's come back here. Let's just do that. And let's finalise it then. We're going to Alfreton. Yes, we are. It's now 11th of July. And here we go then. I've got bookmarks over here. Let's use those. And let's meet the squad. So my coach, in actual fact, before we do that, let's meet the staff club. And where's the staff? What have we got? 3 vacant roles. 2 vacant roles and a vacant role there. So recruitment is the most important. We don't have a director of football. We do have a chief scout. So first thing I'm going to do is place an advert for a director of football. That's going to become key. We will also ask for some scouts. We don't have a meet the squad then. We've got two strong centre backs. One's 21, one's 26. So the first guy is Jack Leckie. He's 6'6". Thank you very much. That is very nice. If we can have someone who can take corners, Jack Leckie could get some goals. And his defensive partner is going to be Max Hunt. He also is 6'6". Oh, two 6'6" central defenders. Our next best player is our goalkeeper, George Willis, who is 5'11". That, unfortunately, isn't quite so good. Then we have Billy Fuster, a left winger, can't cross, and corners aren't great, but there we go. Sam Osborne he's on loan from Hereford, isn't it? That's what that one means. He says confidently. No, I think he might actually be at Hereford. He's on loan from us to Hereford. There we go. Got there in the end. And then what position is he? He's another left winger. Very strong right-footed. We can't recall from loan. Okay, so no good there. And then we've got Adam Lund as a defensive midfielder. So as it looks at the moment, we've got two centre-backs, a defensive midfielder and a left winger. This guy here, Austin Samuels, looks like he might have potential. We do have a right winger in 23-year-old Lewis Salmon, who has a bit of potential. So do we have a striker? Who are you? A target forward. He's 5'10". As a target forward, I'd want him a bit bigger. Because let's face it, we are going to abuse set pieces. So we've also got Jed Abbey, a 23-year-old right winger as well. Another one who can't cross. We have a right back in Harry Perrett, 24 years old at 6'1". So we've got a few big boys. Have we got another striker? Here we go. Joe Doodoo. He's 6 foot. Bit of pace. Our best left back is Nathan Newell. Charlie Gill is in on loan as an attacking midfielder from Notts County. Transfer. Can we terminate loan? No, we can't, sir. Charlie Gill is here, and I don't think he's actually going to play. Another centre-back here. So we've got a backup centre-back as well. He's only 6'3", so yeah. We have some weapons. Right. I'm going to need to set up a tactic. Do we go route one? A direct counter. Let's try wing play, shall we? We're going to go 4-3-3. And probably something like that out of possession. It's going to look something like that. And if we go pick without restriction, our best 11 would look something like that. So Osborne obviously is out on loan, so we'd have to take him out. So Fuster would come in there. If we were to pick roles as well, we'll see what they do best in and out of possession. So a left back and a right winger are our two weakest positions. And I still think we'd need a striker. That's an awful lot for 771. If we have a look at the squad planner, goalkeeper, we've only got one. We're quite well stacked at right back. It drops dreadfully after the third centre back, and we've probably got enough left backs. Defensive midfielders, we've got one. After that, we are struggling. Central midfielders, we've got one, really. So Fuse to come and play left and right. That is nice to know. So Fuster would probably be best on the left, and then we'll bring one of those high potential players on the right. And then up front, we've got Dodu. Yeah. So if we can clear out a few players, I'm guessing some of them are going to be non-contract. So, yes, quite a number of them are non-contract or out of contract. Quite interestingly, Jed Abbey is one of them, and he might be one of the better players there are. So, yes, I'm going to have to go through this squad, see if I can get rid of one or two and bring in some others. Okay, good news here. We have a good response for the Director of Football advert, and Proctor apparently is the main, well, he's the one who wants the job. So that's Chris Proctor. Jake Clark, we think, is going to be the best. He's reasonable there, competent at potential. That looks very good. So we'll see if we can get him. Director of Football, we can pay you 320, but I'm willing to give you 2 years. There we go. We have, hopefully, a Director of Football signing on in the name of Jacob Lipinski would like to be a scout. So Peter O'Brien is going to get a contract offer. We'll do that 1 year. That's fine. We've got the ability to sign 2. Suited, but Alfreton's still going to give you it. So Lipinski was the one who wanted it. He's got knowledge of Poland as well. So let's try and knock a tenner off as well. There we go. So we've offered 2 scouts and a Director of Football a job. Once they start up, and we should then start drip feeding some players in. We're in the National League North, so there isn't actually a transfer deadline to be too concerned about. So I'm not too concerned that we've only got one goalkeeper. So anytime any player goes, we should just be able to replace them. And if we, Tom Scott, he's got an A-. He doesn't look too bad, does he? Can we offer him let's go 3-week trial. Let's see what he says. So what will happen is players will just keep drip feeding through. And if there's any that are really, really good, we can then look to do it. So Tom Scott's joining us. BBC Radio Derby's Jimmy Walker's on the phone. So he doesn't look at all too bad, does he? I'm just now waiting for the Director of Football and the scouts. Here they come. And if we have a look at recruitment, we've got £645 available a week. So that's not too bad. And like I say, I'm not rushing out to sign any players until we know just how good or bad our current team are. We're playing Bedford in the first game. So our fixture list, it looks like this. We are away to Bedford and home to Darlington. So on the next episode, that is the 2 games we'll show. Like I say, I don't expect the squad to change at all, unless, of course, there's injuries or players leave. And it's only as and when that kind of happens, we'll be doing anything. So we haven't got a vice captain, so I need to appoint that. Other than that, we are done and ready for the start of the season. So looking forward to you joining me for the next episode when we start the season against Bedford and follow up with Darlington. Right, thanks for watching. Until then, ta-da.